So if your vehicle already has Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, this box can add a whole new layer of abilities. Now, who is something like this for? This is for the kind of person that wants to take advantage of all the apps. They want to be able to use YouTube, Netflix, Amazon Prime, Kodi, Disney, Instagram, Facebook, you name it. All the apps that you can't access with standard CarPlay, and all the ones that you can, but fully unlocked. So this basically unlocks your head. You then got to provide it data. To do so, all you do is go into the settings. What I'm doing is just using my phone as a hotspot, but you could also get a SIM card for this if you wanted to go that route. Once you give it data, it then allows the box to work. Now, what's really cool about this are two really important things. One, it gives you the ability to stream things. So if you're taking a long road trip for the holidays, let's say, you're like, man, it'd be really cool if while we're taking this 8-hour drive. Now, be safe, obviously, if you're driving, pay attention, but it's nice to know that you could listen to it while maybe your wife's watching or your kids are watching or whatever the case may be. You can absolutely do that with this box. The other cool thing that I really like about these boxes is if I jump into an app like Spotify. Now, you have access to Spotify in Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but I can type in a search even when I'm driving. That's a big thing for me because I drive with the windows down and I talk fast and it doesn't always pick me up. So I can do that. So let's say I was going for like Calvin Harris or somebody, right? So we'll type in Calvin Harris and then we'll jump to him. Now, the second part to this is when you jump into an artist, it doesn't give you that watered down version that Apple CarPlay and Android Auto gives you. It gives you the full version as if you open this on your phone or your laptop. So I can see their popular songs that I've already liked. If I scroll down, I can see popular releases, right? I can get their full discography. I can get anything that they're featured on. So it gives you the full version of apps. And one of the things I really like is if I sell my car, I can just simply take this out of the car and put it in the next one. Or if I want to take a road trip in my wife's car, we can pull it out of this car, plug it into hers, and it'll work. Now, the other option that I really like about this specific unit is it offers an HDMI out. Now, this is going to give you the ability to run that HDMI out to those additional screens that your vehicle may have. So if you're in a vehicle that has a rear entertainment system or rear screens, this allows you to run this to those screens. So I'm going to jump into the apps button first. So in here, it comes preloaded with several apps. So you're gonna see a lot of these right here, right? So as I'm coming through, you can see a lot of these. Now, a couple of these I have added. If you ever wanna add an app, all you do is go into the Play Store. When you get into the Play Store, chances are you are gonna need to log in. From there, you can then jump into the search and search out any app that you'd like to add to this device. So for the sake of this, let's say I wanted to add Facebook. I've typed it in and I would go ahead and select install, and then it'll automatically drop inside of here. So this way you'll then see it land in here. So there's nothing additional that you have to do. This works just like any tablet or any phone that you would take advantage of. From there, I could then jump in and I would just have to log in with my credentials. Now, inside of the settings, you have your typical settings that you can take advantage of, and then you've also got some display settings. So I'm under the second style launcher. I can also flip over to the first style launcher if I want. This is going to be a little bit more basic setup with just apps on the screen. And understand, just like any other system, you can select stuff and you can move it around. So if you want to put certain apps in certain places and keep them all bunched together, you can absolutely do that. Probably one of the most common questions I get asked about when it comes to these systems is latency. When I'm in here playing around with stuff, I don't find that I run into any kind of issues like that. So if I want to open up Spotify, you know what I mean? It'll pull up, it'll load the system. Once it's loaded, let's go to my liked songs and we'll start playing stuff, right? So we'll jump in here, we'll hit play, I turn the volume up, everything starts playing, right? So I don't have a lot of latency. I'm not getting choppy sound or anything like that. I don't want to play this for too long because I don't want copyright to kick in, but works just fine, right? So, and if you want to run multiple apps at once, you can absolutely do that too, right? So maybe I wanted to run that and I wanted to split it with something. Maybe it was maps, right? I can run multiple systems at once and I don't find that I run into any issues. So related to video, let's jump into YouTube right here. And we'll scroll down here and we'll select a video to start playing it. It'll pull up, start playing it. I can run it in full screen mode if I want. Now, to take this one step further, I can do that same thing again. So if I wanted to split the screen, maybe I wanted to have something going on while I was maybe using the map system, I could absolutely do that again. I can jump over here, have these both pulled up, and that way I could be watching something, right, while using the map system if I wanted. The other cool thing that I like about this is it doesn't have to be a 50-50 split. You can split this however you want. So if you've got your turn-by-turn directions on, right, I may be watching the show that I want to take advantage of, or a YouTube video, right? And then I can say, hey, I want to scoot over and pull this up a little bit bigger because I want to make sure I don't miss my turn. And then afterwards, I can drag this back over, or I can put it back in the middle if that's where I'd prefer to have it. So related to using like a browser, you can absolutely take advantage of that in this car. For the sake of this, I ran a search for One Car Stereo. That is the maker of the box that I'm talking about today. And it allows me to hop in, browse on their website just like anything else, whether I'm using a phone, maybe I'm using a tablet or anything else. I could use their system, jump around to different things, jump into boxes, all kinds of different stuff, and use it. So it runs nice and smooth. You don't run into kind of any coding issues where, you know, certain windows won't pull up or anything like that. So I had a good time working my way through this box.